Hello, everyone. This case analysis. So, really, what is the case method anyway? What's so nice about the case method is that it actually puts the student in the role of the people who are in the case. And it really removes the instructor, me, from any, opinion or influence at all. It really has you thinking critically, you as an individual, and then bringing that information to your team so that your team can actually compile and synthesize that data. And it just takes instructors out of the equation. And where you are, it's your opinion and you're the decision makers in the question and answers. So it really I find that students really enjoy the case method, and I'm hoping you will as well. All right, so let's move this around a little bit more. So the value of cases, they help us to, they provide us with real business problems, so we can look at real case scenarios and to see what did they do well, what could they have done better. And it gives us a really good perspective as to how to solve problems in the future for our own businesses. So it's a great way to learn about problems and trade-offs and developing different types of solution. It's student-driven versus instructor-driven, as I mentioned earlier. And it helps us to really apply tested methods to solve problems. So how will this case analysis work? So we're going to certainly read the case, and we want to do that first so we understand what the case is all about. And we're going to be doing that this is an accelerated course, so in this particular case, we're going to be focusing on the two areas of growth. And those two areas are entering adjacent markets and increasing our customers. So here, you're going to, after reading the case study, you're going to complete the case quiz, the reading quiz, and then you can answer those questions, and then go ahead and your own, and then get together with your team, whether it's virtually or if you wanted to plan a session, that's up to you. There's no requirement that you have to have a Zoom meeting or anything. You may if you want to, but it's not required. You can perhaps just put up a Google Docs and everyone can add to the conversation there. And then someone needs to decide to be the person who is going to take that document off Google Docs, if that's where it's going to be, and then go ahead and submit it. So someone needs to volunteer for that. And then we go over that information. So here again, P's model, we're just giving you a nice framework again on how you can, really explicitly put in this information. We just don't want a one or two word phrase. We want complete sentences. We want you to be descriptive and explain your point of view. So here, the problem in this particular case is Nick Woodford for GoPro and his team are faced with key challenges, and this was back in 2017 after suffering their first loss as a public company. So they went public, they suffered a huge loss, they were under intense scrutiny and pressure. And so what did they do and what could they have done are the questions that your team will be answering. And you're looking at increasing revenue streams and entering adjacent markets. So those are the two areas. There are other areas that this company could have gone, but we're just going to focus in these two areas without being overwhelmed with growing in many different other areas. This is where we're going to really channel our methods for growth. So the optimal plan forward really is we're going to summarize the case and look at the problem. We're going to include some evidence, like what is the evidence in the case that you have come to the conclusion that this is the problem, and then brainstorm some ideas, some methods of growth, and you're going to analyze specific criteria. What are good opportunities, options, and then you're going to choose one and explain why. All right,